wait, do we actually start?
I'm glad y'all tuned in.
Oh, shit.
You know,
All
we
right.
here with the No Disrespect podcast with Villz and PRSSR, man.
Yeah.
Hosted by OG Killer Kels. It's not Killer, it's Killer.
I technically rebranded the OG, but like,
Lover Girl OG.
People just was like, fuck that. We're still calling you OG Killer Kill. So
Wait, is it Lover Girl OG? That's what it is.
That's what I am right now.
Is that
the
updated
branding
on your Instagram?
Yeah. So it's just whatever I'm feeling. So I call myself Crybaby OG because there was a period in time where I was just crying at everything. So it's just whatever I feel.
So you get the photo shoot and the hug, nigga.
Yeah.
So you just got a different moniker for your emotions.
Because I'm a little unhinged, just a tad. So
I'm having a difficult time, like, deciding whether I make a joke about this or not.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't want to have us hurt it.
That's a great yeah. Hey, let's talk about Doechii.
let's
just get straight into it.
With it.
Let's just go straight into it.
That's just great. Good shit. Good shit.
You saw Jeff
Good
just
shit.
had to just
Good
take
shit.
it.
Opportunity.
That was a great job. Hey,
That was a good alley-oop.
let's talk about Doechii. Doechii in a recent whatever the fuck she was doing. I don't know if she was playing cards with the.
She was on Hot Ones.
She was on Hot Ones.
It was Hot Ones, but it was her and her DJ.
See, I don't know why the argument always start with women eat wings.
Makes your mind think.
I was just yelling at you about your wing choice, but all right. So Doechii, I guess, was feeling herself when she was eating wings, and decided to say, what a red flag for her is straight men.
A dating red flag.
A dating red flag for her is straight men. So, yeah, Kelsey, how you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like she just don't want to date straight men. Like she has a girlfriend. Like she's queer. She wants to date queer people. That's where I got from it. But you know, we had a little conversation. I understand why. I understand the heat that she's getting also because it could be taken in different ways. So
Elaborate on the heat.
I don't think.
Relax.
You said elaborate.
Relax. That was crazy.
What he say?
He said,
You understand the heat.
No, she said it could be taken in different ways. And he just took that a different way.
Fuck
Bro,
y'all.
I ain't been doing it. I just was chilling.
You got a
I am
pause
not
button
safe.
just sitting over
That's
there.
what I was telling Guts earlier.
That's why you need a soundboard.
That's like,
It's just one button dedicated to pause.
literally.
I'm gonna make a sound bite and put it on this board.
On me.
Pause.
You say you want me to elaborate?
Yeah, elaborate on the heat she's getting. Why is she getting heat for that?
Because she's in the fields. She's in the field of hip hop. Like it's male dominated. Like hip hop is listened to, I feel like, by more heterosexual men than any other gender or whatever you conform to. So it's kind of like a slap in the face a little bit. Like, dang, girl, like you just won these awards. Like you're the face of hip hop right now on social media. I'm not saying like overall, but we've been hearing about Doechii ever since she dropped. So I understand both sides, but how I took it was I don't date men that are straight. I love queer people, regardless if you identify as a man or a woman. You're still queer.
How do you think that comes up in conversation? Like if it's we on a first date, do you think so are you straight? And if he says yes, she walks out? Like, how does that work?
That's a great question.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you find that out?
Honestly, yes, you probably just have to be for it. Now, mind you, I love men. Like I am straight. But at the same time, I am an ally to the community. So I feel like, and my best friend's trans. So I can only tell you what I think my best friend would have done. They would have already figured that out. The date wouldn't have even happened. Like we're going to have some type of conversation and we're going to figure it out. But the way that folks meet also, like, I also feel like there's like this feeling like I can just like look at you and just be like, oh, nah, you're straight, man. I'm cool. I'm not even going to give you the opportunity or I'm just going to turn you down. But I'm not queer. You know what I'm saying? So take that with a grain of salt, but just from my homies that I be around that are in the queer community, my best friend was queer also, that date would have never happened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go. I mean, my bad. Pressure. Big pressure.
What's up?
How you feel about Doechii saying straight men are a red flag?
So, little backstory. I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I have been since about 2010, maybe. So TDE, I follow pretty closely. Doechii came on the scene with the even before her shit started going viral a couple years ago.
Mm.
I was pretty excited for her because she's a little different. Kind of had like an Andre 3000 kind of feel. Like everything is a little wacky. You know, it brought a new flavor to hip hop type shit. I don't like that she's been in the spotlight enough for this long, and she waited until right after the biggest moment of her career to try to call for more reinforcements. It's starting to like feel like how Lizzo popped off, like how Doja Cat popped off, and I don't like seeing like female hip hop artists feel like they have to use a gimmick to hit the top level.
Do you think it's a gimmick though, or do you think she's really telling the truth?
Has she only been gay for the last month?
Mm-mm.
Has she only dated gay dudes for the last month?
She's with a female.
Because she has been pretty popular for like 5 years.
But I
right?
don't think Doechii has ever talked about her sexuality.
Why does she choose now?
Because we didn't know about it. Hot Ones, like those type of interviews, is made to get to know the artist, I guess. So
bingo.
That, you know what I'm saying? So that's also how I'm seeing it, is like, yes, that was a very strongly worded, like that was like, oh, I don't think we would have expected that from Doechii, but that's also her truth. So that's, like I said, that's why I see it both ways. Don't know when would ever be the right time for her to say that. Because if she would have said it earlier in her career, just how niggas are digging up videos of old shit, they definitely would have dug that up and was like, she said this.
I don't think it would have received the backlash this is, because she is at her peak right now.
You're right, yeah.
The highest she's ever been by a lot.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you know what? I may be wrong. I feel like she wrote that question. I feel like she wrote that question to get that answer out, because she was trying to make a statement right there.
Yeah.
Whether it was for the right reasons like you think, or for some Doja Cat ass shit, I don't know. But I feel like it's got some Doja Cat feelings to it.
What you mean by Doja Cat?
I always get a feeling when somebody about to do some fuck shit to get more famous. And Doja Cat is famous for doing fuck shit.
She is, yeah. Like in chat rooms with white
She
men.
got in that chat room on purpose because her black fan base wasn't buying enough shit. And her white fan base skyrocketed overnight when that shit happened.
Yeah. That was just weird.
Lizzo got out here, made that song about being fat, and whatever the case, being big and beautiful and loving that. She not even fucking big no more. Now that her shit not popping no more, she old. All of a sudden, I'm gonna cut all this weight. I don't like when it's a
Maybe
gimmick.
she had health problems.
But how did you have health problems and all of a sudden they disappear?
Ozempic. No.
She been working out this whole time.
Shut up, Clarence.
She has been actively working out, performing on Broadway this whole time. If you wanted to drop weight, you could have dropped weight. She been doing a lot more active shit than any of us in this room.
Yeah.
She could have been dropped that, but she chose not to.
Yeah.
I see it from that side though.
I don't like black people feeling like they have to use a gimmick to get somewhere when this is our shit anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Jack Harlow's gimmick?
I fuck with all that.
He don't have one.
Nigga don't even need one.
He just came out and
He's
said,
a baby
"What's
Drake.
poppin'? Mumble in the mic, I suck."
He's a baby Drake.
That shit, they ate that shit up, bro. Tory Lanez dove on the fucking Lil Wayne. All these niggas dove on that shit. Before a black artist twice as skilled as him to come from the same city, you would never hear from him again.
Yeah.
Shit, there was a couple that came out right when he did, and they're not around no more. I don't like that shit. But it's not saying it's a race like
So can I ask another question?
thing, but yeah.
Do you feel like Doechii's an industry plant? Because that's another conversation I've been seeing that's pissing me off because she's
I
not.
saw early Doechii.
Yeah, same.
So I know well,
I feel like
Okay,
she's
maybe
getting
a
back
hybrid.
by her label.
she might be a hybrid, so to speak.
I agree with that. She just TDE is definitely putting everything into
Oh, yeah.
Doechii right now.
Absolutely. I mean, at the same time, I kind of understand why Reason did what he did.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good, yeah.
Because they kind of told that
bring him
nigga,
up.
hey, cuz, little sis is up.
Yeah.
You got to wait another 5 years, nigga. So I understand why he got up out of there. That was a bad time to do that, but
I definitely was going to bring him up later on, but yeah.
I don't know what his reason was, but bad timing, nigga.
Real bad.
Sorry for ISOing, but that shit just make me feel away because, bro, like, I feel like as a black artist in a black culture with a black music, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want and make it there.
And you're black. Like, you are literally, like, you're not, I'm not even trying to bring up, I can't even think of the word right. I'm not trying to talk about skin color, but you're a dark-skinned rapper that...
Say what it is. You
I don't have the word. I'm trying to think of the word.
You looked at by your culture. You looked at by people's daughters, by women, by other like everybody's looking at you right now. You sending a message. So whatever you saying, you sending that.
Yeah.
You gotta live in that.
So I said, I see it both ways. I feel like it's her truth. Like, yes, she's being honest, but sometimes the world's just not ready to hear or see.
It's timing,
like
though.
That. Yeah.
It's like you could hate the nigga that you work with at work, but you waited until the district manager was there to say it.
To say it, yeah.
Now everybody got a problem because you just said that in front of the district manager when you could have said that to your boss a week ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that was just... She timed it on purpose because she's not stupid.
Yeah.
That's the other thing people not getting. It wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
Doechii is extremely intelligent. So
you think artists don't know they notoriety?
she knows. She had a hit song years ago.
She knows.
That don't include her.
She knows.
Yeah.
She grew up on, not grew up, but she used to vlog on YouTube before she even got big. Like, she came up on social media. So I feel like that's another thing, too, is like a lot of these artists that are our age that's getting 25 and higher that grew up in when social media is coming up, these people know how to gauge things.
By now, they know.
Yeah, by now.
Like, yeah, at this age, she knows what she did.
And I think in those types of interviews too, like the back end of it, of like whoever your publicist or whatever definitely probably has those conversations of like, don't ask this. And Doechii or somebody probably was just like, yo, we have to talk about this. Like, I don't care how we spin. I want to say this. So I still fuck with her. I hate that this is happening to her right now, but at the same time, I open ears to any side.
Before you go, I do want to say I have no problem with Doechii feeling that way because people can feel the way they feel. That's your prerogative. It was just the timing I didn't like the timing.
I don't think we said it. What has been happening to her though? She sent out. She sent out the message, but what has been happening to her?
It was basically like a call to reinforcements on Twitter and all the other spaces where people freely speak, like open forums. So it's been every time that from what I've seen, a man that has any type of following mentions that Doechii said that, he doesn't even have to take a side. He's getting thousands of comments ripping him to pieces every time. If you even put Doechii in your shit, if somebody's searching Doechii right now, trying to cut you in half on Twitter.
Yeah.
You can't even put the word in your shit. If you look straight, they on your ass.
I don't know. So, I love it, but...
You know what I mean?
I'm so glad I made y'all talk about Doechii.
Yeah.
I ain't said a word in 15 minutes.
Sorry. What?
Oh, no. Don't say sorry to me. I'm good.
You opened up with it.
Huh?
You opened up with it.
Yeah. This is great.
No, good. Okay, cool. Good.
I only feel that way because that was my favorite. After Kendrick retired, I was ready for Doechii to be my favorite rapper. Straight up.
She can still be your favorite rapper.
Fuck no.
She can't be my favorite rapper because the way she does things.
Fuck no.
That's what it is.
So is this your first time feeling like this, or do you think?
No, I was a Kanye West fan.
I was a Meek Mill fan. Okay. I know that type of disappointment.
I'm talking about with Doechii.
Don't start with Meek, bro.
I know that.
You wasn't a Meek fan, bro.
Okay.
Stop
Doechii is normally...
Stop it.
Don't start with my favorite artist,
bro. I was
flamers.
Don't
start. No, you wasn't, bro. You wasn't a real flamer, nigga.
Stop it.
Nah, nigga.
Both of these niggas.
Nah, nigga. We had to go through back to back, nigga.
House party Meek.
We had to go through back to back, nigga.
Why did we have to go through back to back?
Cause that nigga wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Exactly. That's my point.
We had to live with it, nigga. You left, nigga. You left us, nigga.
Every goddamn time this nigga do something
nigga giving the hardest verses to Friday and shit. Nah, nigga, you left, nigga. Stay over there.
He definitely did breathe
nigga,
on that track.
We gonna cry by our fathers, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
We gonna cry about
fuck out my way, nigga. You wasn't a flamer, nigga.
I was, bruh.
Jesus, nigga.
And then Buddy got signed to MMG. He started getting some money. And
nah, bro, you wasn't a flamer, bro.
Next thing I knew, he was sitting with fries in the pool.
I had a fake DC chain, nigga.
That was insane.
Wait, hold on.
I had a fake DC chain, nigga, made out of aluminum foil, nigga.
Oh yeah,
I was in there grinding.
I ain't gonna lie. When Dreams and Nightmares dropped, I called the radio station. It was like 106.3. Mm-hmm. They had that freestyle contest, and I won and got a free copy of Dream Chasers. Or it wasn't Dream Chasers, Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah.
Dreams and Nightmares.
Got a free copy for freestyling on the radio. And niggas called me and told me I was ass.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
It's like, I heard you on the radio, cuz.
Insane.
That shit sucked.
Haters.
Like people from around here?
This is like my homies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Haters.
Damn. Why your homies on you
shit
like that?
They didn't want me to feel like that.
That's how we show love.
They didn't want me to feel like that nigga too soon. I get it.
Nigga, you ass.
I'm a top tier hater. I ain't gonna cut. I'll be one of them.
It's because I do that shit, though.
Before we move off Doechii, I'll make it short and sweet. She kind of blew me. I ain't even gonna lie. You had all the opportunity in the world to like separate yourself from straight men, especially because that's a good portion of your audience that supports your career. It's not even the fact that it's your it's not even the fact that it's your dating preference, right? It's not even the fact that it's that. It's the fact that you chose at that moment, after all of this clout, after the biggest moment of your career, to say some shit like that. Here's the problem. This fucking gender war shit has finally just like died the fuck down to where I didn't have to hear it. But then you want to clickbait so bad to the point where you decide to bring it up again. And it's like, it's annoying me because this is a gimmick and that's all it is. And this is only so you can really just have the like socials rattled real quick and so your name could get through, because this is going to be a talking point for about a week. And it's just annoying. Longer than that. It's going to be a talking point for a while, and it's annoying. Now, the only people that's really just mad about this shit, it's not even that they mad. It's just that people are tired of heterosexual men being like the scapegoat or talking point whenever somebody wants to get the fuck off. And it's a problem. Coming from a black woman, you're specifically talking, in my head, you're specifically talking about black men. If we keep it at $150, like that's just going to correlate to black men immediately. Because when you look at Doechii, it's going to correlate to black men when she talks about heterosexual men. So now we, again, are another talking point of negativity based on everything that she's saying. So now you got a bunch of women who want to like express their dislike for what black men have been doing for the past decade, supporting you. You have the LGBTQ community supporting you because it's a queer thing, right? So at the end of the day, now it just feels like, hey, you're just cutting us off. Like, what did we just do to you as a collective when all we done really was support your career? So it's like she's drawing a line in the sand and it's not going to affect her. It's not going to affect her at all. Because even though you would think the biggest portion of her supporters are women, it's not. It's not at all. It's more men that like her and support her, and that's what's driving her career. Then you could probably say it's the LGBTQ community and then the women, because usually it's the men that are pushing these artists forward in terms of listeners, because we're the biggest portion of hip hop that you're committing to. It's like Nicki. Nicki's biggest fan base is men, ironically so, because most of the things she's talking about is like women based or women empowerment and stuff like that. But it hasn't derailed the men from supporting her. Even though Nicki has been on the side of the fence of I'm a woman and I stand by women, that doesn't stop the men from supporting her, because she's not saying I don't give a fuck about men or some shit like that.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with Doechii is you just picked this time to do that, and like I'm annoyed because now this is about to be a conversation for weeks, and it's going to be we're on the wrong side of the conversation again, and if we step on it, we're problematic. It's oh, you're trying to step on a black woman's words. Oh, it's her truth. Let her speak her truth, and therefore she can basically say whatever the fuck she wants because it's her truth. And I'm really getting tired of the her truth shit, his truth. That doesn't even. Not even. It's not you. It just pisses. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's pissing me off because like,
nice move,
bro. We gon' how many times is we gonna keep saying it's her or his truth just to protect somebody from their opinion?
Yeah.
It's not even true. This ain't even it's not even a good statement to stand behind. And then the funny part is most people taking this as a joke, and it's like a laughable moment, and then it'll pass. But whole time it has more of a detriment to the community because once again, we just putting black men in like this sort of box to where like we don't really matter. We're labeling men as red flags for some reason, and we got enough of that. Like we're looked at as red flags in our community already.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to be that deep, but it seems like I'm just tired of it because I wouldn't expect that from Doechii. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the last person I expected from. So like now I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
And I was just starting to get into her music. Now I'm just like, I can't even stand behind it. She don't even fuck with us. I don't even know the dating preference. If that's your dating preference, that's cool. Be like, there was many ways to say that without just saying, oh yeah, straight men's a red flag.
Actually, why are you commenting on your dating preference when you're in a relationship? My dating preference is my partner, nigga. Move on. Next question.
Right. And your red flag is anybody but your partner.
That was a setup. They lobbed
it. Key.
They lobbed it right there.
That's why I'm like, either this was a question.
Yeah, they lobbed it.
They presented this question to her, or she presented the question to them.
Would you feel disrespected if someone knew you had a partner and asked you what your dating preference was?
Yeah.
Like they knew and then they led you into that? Like, why did you just ask me that?
Yeah. Because and I guess even if you get that question, I would expect them to be like, what you just said, my girlfriend.
Yeah, my boyfriend, girlfriend,
or my dating preference is women because I have a girlfriend.
Or I guess,
or spend it that way. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you guys are saying.
If a nigga go on Hot Ones and say my dating preference is a certain type of woman,
and it's not your girl,
getting cussed the fuck out.
Yeah, like just imagine
if you don't say my girlfriend, my fiance, my wife, you getting cussed the fuck out.
Yeah. That was just a weird way to answer that question. It just threw me because I was like, I don't even find it. It wasn't even funny. Like, it wasn't, like, what was the way we were supposed to feel behind that? Like, if we just didn't support that answer.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because you could feel the energy from what she was doing. It was kind of like, let me throw this shit out here and watch these niggas squirm.
That's the biggest thing. When I saw it, I'm like, bro, this is so lame. Like, I'm just tired of it.
I was like, damn, that was like crazy timing.
It's not even a new gimmick. It's old and tired.
It was crazy timing, though.
This shit is old and tired, bro. Like we just came off this gender war shit. Everybody left that shit in 2024 for the most part, and here we go right back at it.
Unless this is a rollout.
Yeah, because technically,
if this is a rollout,
her project was a mixtape. Technically,
oh, it don't matter if it is to me or not.
If this is a rollout to like a super toxic ass album, I get what she's trying to do, and it probably wasn't her idea. But if it's not, then I see what's up.
But that would still get you back to this all a gimmick. And
yeah, it's still a gimmick.
Yeah,
but when you sign to a label, sometimes it's not up to you what gimmicks you participate in.
I'm just tired of being a gimmick.
Yeah, like that's crazy. I agree to that.
And then
your label used us as a gimmick.
Then the conversation is going to be, how can black men support black women more, or why aren't they, right? And then we'll look back to something like this, and it's a clearly drawing a line in the sand, and it's making us hard to even do that.
Yeah.
Like this, and people will say that's her dating preference. That's just who she wants to fuck with. How y'all taking that so personal? I'm like, bro, you don't have to say that. You don't have to make a line from like men and tell them stay over there because y'all red flags.
It's not men though.
It's heterosexual men.
She will date a gay man. That's what she's saying. Just not a straight man.
The line between sexuality kind of just made it worse for me.
Yeah.
Like I'd probably take this better if she just said men. Like if she just said men,
that might have been the whole difference.
Bro, I'm used to women like men's a red flag. Can't stand men. It's just it's like
it's a punchline, yeah.
But like once you put the sexuality there, it's like okay, why?
It was pointed.
What was the point? We never said like even if we thought she was attractive, we never said like.
Keep it a bean. Was Doechii really getting any hate after that Grammy?
No,
I on my side I seen Doechii hate.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What was it looking
like? Folks,
how did she get the Grammy?
That tape is fucking fire.
So on my feed right now,
that tape is
Doechii
crazy.
hate she's an industry plant. That's why I asked you that. She's ugly.
It's because they weren't aware of her before.
Yeah,
I get it.
And then the same question Clarence said on like why. When she dropped that project, there was a lot of hate on her too of like how she rapped. This is ass. Like I see it all the time.
Did she drop in the middle of the Kendrick Drake beef?
No, I don't think so. But it never got confused in it.
And I fully understand where the hate came from.
I don't think she dropped in October or November
of last year.
Yeah, I feel like it's been out for a little bit, right?
I thought it was before that.
What Grammys did she win specifically?
Best new artist, I thought. Best album.
Yeah, let me pull this up.
Because to my knowledge, I can see why Doechii is getting hate because her numbers don't back up the award she won.
If you play that,
she won Best Rap Album 2025.
She dropped that on August 30th
of last year.
What was the other nominees for that?
She was also nominated for New Artist and Rap Performance.
Probably count.
Best rap album?
Yep.
Can you see what was the nominees for that in general?
Blue Lips wasn't on there.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
That pissed me.
That was my pick. If it wasn't Blue Lips, it had to be somebody else TDE because them niggas all dropped some smack.
Let me see.
If they were just going off quality, I didn't listen all the way to Doechii's project. I thought she was cool. I think her raps, the way she rap is taking me a while to get used to.
She was runner-up. Wait. Winner and nominee. She was runner-up with, not runner-up, but she was with Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady,
cool
J. Cole's Might Delete Later.
Cool with that.
Common and Pete Rocks, The Auditorium
Super
Volume
cool
1,
with
which
that.
was super fire. And then We Don't Trust You with Metro.
She
Okay.
wasn't supposed to win. I ain't gonna lie.
Tough. Yeah,
she wasn't
that's
supposed to win.
Yeah.
She wasn't supposed to win
I
that.
honestly thought Cole was going to win. I'm not even
She
gonna
wasn't
cap.
I
supposed
think
to
the
win that.
reason why We Don't Trust You didn't win is because Like That was on there. And they knew they was finna give Kendrick hella Grammys. They weren't going to keep doing it.
I don't even think that.
They need to spread the wealth a little bit.
Nah, we don't. Nah, she wasn't supposed to. She wasn't supposed to win that, big dog. I listened to enough of Doechii album. I'm sorry, she cool. Nah, she wasn't. Nah,
She's on fire, though.
We Don't Trust You was crazy.
Yeah.
But it kind of...
We Don't Trust You is literally album of the year. It set the whole mood for hip hop in general.
Yeah, but it's a
think
little
folks
bit of
see it
voter
that way,
fatigue,
though.
though.
Bro, it literally threw the... What happened? All right, what was the biggest moment in hip hop in terms of... What was the first rock thrown in a pond that made ripples to everything that started in there?
Cat
But-
Williams.
I was about to say the thing. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you.
opened the portal
I
in
definitely was
January.
that.
Cat
That
Williams.
nigga said
I said
there's
it.
about
I
to
said
be
it.
a lot of truth.
I said in hip hop, not comedy.
So did it? Okay, I see what you're saying. Did it set the tone of the battle, or did it set the tone of how albums were supposed to
year.
sound?
No, it set the song for everything.
No, it set the tone for the year. A nigga stopped his own festival to say I'm sorry. That set the tone
of how
for-
the album was pieced together and it sounded.
Bro, the
like a
album
project.
itself was fire. That was...
I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm
Think
saying
about
like
this, though. Metro and Future or Kendrick's Protege?
Metro and Future. What the fuck?
Kendrick's Protege. He's
Kendrick's
on
gonna-
fucking fire right
No,
now.
but that's why I said I understand why Doechii is receiving hate. She was not supposed to win over that.
But she's Kendrick's protege.
Okay.
She is now the new big artist on TDE. He
And,
just left.
and it doesn't change what I said.
That's why she won, though.
That's fine. It doesn't change what I said. I see why she's receiving hate.
Yeah, okay.
I would hate. I'm with him. She's
And
no.
it's kind of
haters.
It's
No,
kind of
I'm ignorant.
old head versus young people thing too.
I don't even think that album is fucking
It's a lot.
fire.
His Future's
Production wise,
How old is Future 50?
it wasn't Metro. Metro was doing a thing where he was putting the instrumentals on the album too.
Yeah.
Like just the whole way the album was packaged. I ain't gonna lie. Doechii is very talented for what she is.
I'm not gonna straight up
It's not
say
better than that album, I ain't gonna
Metro's beats on there was better than Doechii's because that TDE pack.
Nigga, they flipped Quiet Storm into some
That TDE
man.
pack is nuts.
Man, I no.
It's fucking.
You need to listen to that. You need
crazy.
to listen to that again. I think we all forgot what Future album sound like.
I played that a few
I'm not a
times,
Future
but I
fan,
played
so I
all of
can't
Doechii's.
say
That shit was fire.
a few times.
Them niggas flipped Quiet Storm into the hardest shit I ever heard.
It was already the hardest beat ever.
No.
Quiet Storm was the most freestyle over beat ever.
Fam, I disagree on whether that's the hardest beat or not.
Sway in the Morning.
This is another conversation.
Pay
to
all
have.
the royalties on that motherfucker. They keep throwing that thing in that back.
Yeah, they keep fucking playing it. That's the normal.
And niggas freestyling that shit.
Uchi
every
Wally.
week.
I got Uchi Wally over Quiet Storm.
that shit ass.
Nigga,
I'm not a Future fan, so I can't put my
shit,
input.
I
on
I almost
it.
hit
I'm
him in this
sorry.
shit.
I used to be called Escobar Jones, and I think that shit ass.
I don't know why your name had to do.
Cause Nas Escobar Jones, nigga.
No,
Uchi Wally.
boo. All right,
Still ass.
boo. All right.
That beat sucked.
Yeah, but that's it on Doechii.
The hook is moaning.
I said what I said. Fuck it. I'm saying it on it.
The whole beat for Uchi Wally is moaning.
What?
What?
What, run that back?
The whole hook on Uchi Wally, chick
Nigga,
moaning.
I wasn't talking about the song. I'm talking about the beat.
It's ass.
Whatever drink you drinking, put it down.
It's ass.
If Doechii got anything like Uchi Wally,
This nigga want a piano to play in the background.
Yes. Doechii has harder beats than Uchiwali. For sure. For sure.
I'm getting off Doechii.
I don't really listen to Doechii, bro.
I don't even want to stay on the
Doechii has
Doechii.
harder beats than Uchiwali.
You making it really difficult.
Nas has harder beats than Uchiwali.
You making it really difficult for me to even like defend Doechii.
You don't have to.
Like really difficult. No, she doesn't.
She has harder beats than Uchiwali, bro.
No, she don't. No, she don't. Respectfully, bro.
I understand niggas are East Coast fans, but nah.
I don't think you got to be an East Coast fan to know that.
I just think y'all putting that on a way higher pedestal.
Uchiwali is way better than Quiet Storm, bro.
Since we're on the topic of music still.
Because we was about to fight.
Yeah, I'm just, the
I'm
vibes.
not that up in
Let's
arms
switch the
about it. I
vibes.
don't think it's that
I
big
feel
of a deal.
disrespected. Yes, nigga, I'm up in arms, nigga. You only take one?
Nigga, Let Nas Down is better than Uchiwali.
Okay, I'm gonna read this tweet.
You niggas been letting Nas down since y'all been born.
Oh gosh,
That's the problem. You Nas want to be ass niggas.
I'm not even light skinned.
Nigga, Nas let himself down, bro.
Nas Offsprings let himself down.
Do that on here, bro.
Everybody who's a branch off of Nas has been letting themselves down. J. Cole.
Look, we talked about J. Cole the last. Not too much of my man.
Can't believe I'm letting Nas down.
Ain't Jay-Z a branch off of Nas?
No, I'm gonna let you take that one. Oh yeah, hold on. I don't got
No, as I'm going to
No, you said
transition into
Jay-Z
the next
letting
topic.
people down?
No, you say it. Say it to them.
You said every offspring of Nas has been
Clip
letting us down.
Dorian, write this down, please.
All right, let's
down.
clip this.
Write this
King
down.
Villz said that every Nas offspring has been letting us down. I wanted to remind him that the first Nas offspring is Jay-Z,
Okay, and let them know what Jay-Z been doing.
the greatest rapper of all time.
All right.
Kelsey.
The greatest rapper of all time.
No.
That's letting us down.
Oh God, I'm scared for. Our
I just want the Jay-Z is Nas Offspring part.
Like, bro,
That's it. I just want that.
He literally is.
That's it. That's all I need.
I understand some niggas
I'm gonna
young,
shop that
they don't
motherfucker to
understand
New York.
where Jay-Z came from.
I'm targeting New York niggas in general.
Niggas don't
when I
know where
promote
Jay-Z
that
came
shit.
from. I get it.
I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got no opinion on that one.
I get it.
I bowed out. You got that.
He said, "Now you've gone too far." Okay, so earlier this week,
Take over.
amidst the Doechii,
What?
All right. We
amidst
on
the
same page.
Doechii talking, the conversation, Jermaine Dupri decided
All that. nigga.
to say this
wanna
is
go
bullshit.
No.
I'm a little lost. Can somebody tell me what the goal of being an independent artist is today? Because all of the things that people are chasing.
I got you. Jermaine Dupri, shut your ass up. Shut your bald ass
He
up.
said,
I'm fucking tired of you, nigga.
the question.
You
which
bald head
he's
ass.
right,
Oh,
though.
no, don't bleep that out.
I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh.
Hey, that nigga came from ATL talking about. So what you was talking
Bleep
about?
that out, because I don't want to get no type of famous.
Oh my god.
And then that nigga pull up on me.
Says, "Shut
Y'all
your
know what this
bitch
is?
ass up."
Oh God, just like, you know what I'm saying? Make it look pretty for me. Right? I appreciate you, Dorian. You need a tip. I ain't gonna lie.
The question
All
that
right.
Hey, that was crazy.
oh, these niggas coming in hot today.
My bad. You don't deserve any more money than you get. My bad. You deserve to be broke forever. Apparently, I was on the wrong side of that. I tried to support you, I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it. I guess you don't deserve nothing. On behalf of Kaida.
He asks, okay, so I'm gonna read it again. He says, I'm a little lost. Can somebody tell me what the goal of being an independent artist is today? Because all the things that people are chasing is shit major artists do. What is the thing that indie artists do to make it special?
I noticed somebody answered them and said freedom, and then he responded with like,
He says,
"It's."
Go ahead.
I see. One person responded with freedom as the answer to his question. And I guess he responded back was like asking like, "What is that for real?"
He says, so you're saying freedom is the perk? That's what he asked.
And in hindsight, it's better just to use the example as to what the goal is. Niggas like Lil Russell, or niggas like Russ, or niggas like Chance when he Chance off of what was the album? Fuck, the one that was on Apple Music when he was independent.
It wasn't Acid Raps, is it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Acid Raps. I think that time period of just Chance the rapper in general, in terms of how he carried out his business, that'd be the goal. You want full control of your career without people, and you want to cut the middleman as much as possible. You don't necessarily want to go to the label, ask for the advance, be under contract for 5 years. You have to do 7 albums in that time period. You creatively can't even do that, 7 albums, because you putting like actual material into there without bullshitting it. It's just, and the whole perks is basically just to get the leash off of you.
So can I read this tweet? Yeah. So Reason essentially is saying what you're saying. So Reason basically said, number one, the freedom to release whenever. 2, Majors gives us bad loans. 3, there are more artists signed to Majors that flop and stay in the red than the ones that come out green from said bad loans. And he also explained how the label would give you $300,000, and you basically got to flip that, and you got to make. And if you don't, then you locked in there.
And then the crazy part is all of the artists that have been in a label that were successful realized afterwards they could have did that by themselves, but they learned the process while they were with the label. Learn where the money went to after they with the. And here's the biggest part: all of the artists that are getting signed currently have some type of background in it, or some way, shape, or form lit already before they sign. Yeah. Because now there's no A&R, there's no artist development. The artist has to come developed already. Yeah. So if you already come in with some type of base, some type of fan base already, then it becomes like a development thing on your end. You're doing the development. You're doing the promo. You're doing the self-promo. You have to keep on track with your photo shoots and shit. If you want to post content, you have to record that yourself. You have to be the one posting on TikTok and shit. They're handling the bigger stuff, sure, but all the little things that made you popping and it's going to continue your attraction, it's all you. Because if you don't do anything, don't touch your phone, don't touch nothing, don't record this, don't go to the studio and work, don't post that on your live or something like that. If you're not doing all the little individual shit, it don't even matter in the first place. Those artists going to always stay in the red just based off of how those contractors are designed. Yeah. Until you become a little baby and you are worth more to where you could renegotiate your contract. But before you even get there, you're not even going to get to that point. It's only like a 1% out of all of the artists combined that are signed to a label that even get to that point. Yeah. Before you get to that point, you probably didn't got dropped from the label because you're still in the red. And then if you ever started making money from said music, they still own it. Yeah. So you wouldn't even get the money; they just get paid till you out the red. Yeah. So I don't see the point of signing onto a label when you're gonna be more in debt when you can be lit on your own.
I think Smino is another person that's really a testament of that too. I've been listening to Smino since like 2016, and he's still dropping Saba. He's another person also that just does whatever. Mick Jenkins he just switched. Mick Jenkins is another person too, because he always talked about being an independent artist and finding these platforms like Even. Now you get 100% of your sales off of that. And
then you realize you don't got to be that lit. Like in terms of streaming and all the money you get from interactions, like actual interactions, you don't really need that much to be self-sustained. Like you don't need millions of streams. You just need like a good pocket of people that are investing in you and buying your shit. Yeah. So maybe it's little pop-up shows. You didn't sold a little area of 200, 300 people. 300 people, $20 a ticket, and then you seeing profit that way. Just like little shit. Like it don't take that much. Niggas in LA is eating off that. Yeah. Being local fucking superstars, quote unquote. So and they can do shit like that. No.
Shit, before he got signed to CMG, that was Mozzie. Mozzie created his own big ass following. That's why when he did get finally signed, everybody was like, that's a good pickup for the label. It wasn't the other way where it was like, oh, the artist going there. That was a good ass pickup. It was like, damn, they just got a draft pick.
Speaking of CMG, there is an artist that was signed to CMG. His name is 10%. Type shout out to 10.
Fuck that nigga.
That nigga hard.
God help me.
Heard. All right.
What that nigga do?
I don't know what he did to him. Shout out to 10. He worked with my nigga Stan before he got popping and shit. So 10 signed to CMG. I guess I don't even know the contract details. I'd love to talk to him about it one day. If you see this, I'd love to chop it up with you one day. But He was basically in that artist development. You remember that dollar for dollar challenge?
Yeah, that's why it's fuck that nigga.
He won the dollar for dollar challenge.
But he was already fucking signed.
He was already signed, and I peeped it was just a play. But the reason why I saw it was a play is because he had a version that no one else had when they submitted the dollar for dollar challenge. And I heard more of the song than intended, and he deleted that.
And he still lost. And they still gave him the dub.
He deleted that and then posted the original joint, and then he got picked to do whatever. Granted, his version wasn't the most popular one. It was some other dude from jail, whatever. But he still was the most talented in terms of out of the few. He sounded like Moneybagg Yo, but if he could sing better. So that nigga was on that label for a minute, and I'm just watching his growth. The biggest growth he had was when he won that challenge, and then all the love he received off of that. He went from like, I want to say like 7-8K followers to like 50, 60K followers. Just like jumped real big from that. And then like after that though, the artist development wasn't there. It seemed like CMG wasn't really pushing them how they should. Or even like tailoring it to them. It seemed like they was just putting all their chips in that dollar for dollar challenge, thinking it'll just change everything. But I've been like paying attention to it and it ain't really been doing much. To the point where he looked like he independent now again, and he's just doing his own thing, and it seemed like it's working better than when he was with the label. It looked like the label just gave him a good jump start, like a kick, but it didn't really hold too well. And I think that's the scary thing for artists about signing to a label, because it's a gamble, it's a coin flip, and it's not in your hands.
Yeah.
It's definitely not in your hands.
Yeah.
Y'all was talking about examples. Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
He was the hottest nigga in the world.
Yep.
Got locked up, had a payout, couldn't afford a fucking lawyer with the #1 song on the planet. Couldn't afford a lawyer.
Yep.
Got out, didn't get nothing back on royalties. A nigga getting like 2%. Label that made $1 billion off your song.
They kept him on that label too.
And he ain't made shit.
I think that's why he doing what he doing. I think he got out of that deal once he got out.
He's trying to. That's why he wanted to drop it.
Is he still not?
He dropped that. What's that song?
That
I just made some brand new shmoney.
Yeah, that was fire too.
He dropped that and left it alone.
Yeah, and that nigga been living his best life for a while.
He was like, these niggas ain't give me no money for my smash hit.
He get more money doing other shit.
Yeah. He get paid for showing up places more than
That's why the label shit's underrated. Like, you gonna work on your own clout. Like God willing, we pop off. Then we start getting brand deals. It's like, it's better than me signing to a label with this deal when they get a percentage, when we could just get 100 by ourselves and control our own shit. Especially when they just gonna give us they gonna offer a deal to where it's gonna take too much to get out of.
Yeah,
like it's gonna take too much effort.
It's really like, how much do you really believe in yourself? For real.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Like, if you don't, because you make you saying it like it's just easy. It shit. Being independent, I cannot see that being easy, because like you said,
it's not.
You saying the label is taking care of the big shit. Well, when you on your own, that big shit is still big. It's still, you still got to deal with your taxes, the legal of everything. Shit, I can only imagine. And then you still trying to worry about booking your photo shoots, booking, making sure you got your drops right, booking maybe an A&R, like everything that you're not taking care of.
Radio play.
Don't get it fucked up. A lot of motherfuckers need the label. Like, they won't be able to do the shit without the label. So therefore, they should, if it's in your best interest because you need the resources that the label has, go for it. Try to rework the deal. Get you a lawyer that knows the game. Don't get one of the 4 or 5 music lawyers, music representatives that's already there in the entertainment industry, because they also do work with the labels. So they just gonna fast forward the process to get you on this deal that they know you probably gonna get. So just have your own team to look at it. Hopefully you can afford that before you go sit in the label's face. But just like, know what you're signing.
Yeah.
Know what you're signing, and then don't bitch about it later. That's the biggest part. Don't bitch about it later.
They're going to do that.
Just know what you signing, nigga. Like, know what you're signing.
Know your fucking role.
Bro, because as soon as you start bitching about it, I'm like, did you read the contract?
Yeah, that's how they used to get over on people in the 70s, 80s, 90s of just...
Hold on, used to. That is still happening.
Yeah, like...
Bro.
Beyond all that, though, there's a new power these artists have, and that's social agreement.
Yeah.
You get enough people on social media to agree with you, the label feeling pressure.
Yeah, like Uzi.
Like Megan Thee Stallion. She got out that contract with ease.
Yeah.
They was finna protest everything if she ain't get out that contract.
I think Meg had to pay before she left.
She got a settlement, but they wasn't trying to let her go at all.
No.
Yeah, that was that small Texas label.
Yeah, she was on fire.
Yeah, of course they wasn't trying to let her go.
They was like, no, you ain't going nowhere.
Well, she did have to pay.
Shit, look at Future with Rocco. He tried to say, oh, nah, Future owe me all that shit back.
Oh, God, motherfuckers be owing money.
Social media
go.
got on his ass and said, they don't owe you nothing, broke ass nigga.
That's why that starting the label shit be dead. Because I'm like, I can't like give you the contract that you want for real because I know how this shit go. In reality, like I'm investing a lot of money in you, and if you flop, then that's a loss for me. Yeah. I gotta make sure that I recoup my shit. In order to recoup my shit, you got to be in an unfavorable deal. Like how much slack can I give you? And so, where
I'm a
go?
photographer. It probably runs that way with photography too, of like signing into agencies, them trying to get you work.
I mean, if they buying your equipment, I'm sure that deal ass.
Yeah.
You take home 15% of some crazy shit.
And then they have predetermined amounts of how much your budget is going to what.
I mean, and I'm just saying it from the business perspective, bro. If I'm and I'll talk from on the other side of that, right? If I'm paying for everything and all I'm telling you to do is go work on your craft, bruh.
That's a high percentage, yeah.
To me, dog, that's me believing in everything you already saying you wanting to do. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if I'm taking care of your bookings, if I'm taking care of your photography, if I'm taking care of your video shoots, everything, and all you got to do is come in here and lay an album, shit. One, I'm gonna be like if you take it, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah. If you got a problem with your contract, all right, I'll give you a bigger percentage. But nigga, you about to start paying for everything that I'm paying for.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
It's real easy to say, "Damn, I'm not making enough" when you're not paying for nothing. Mm-hmm. It's another, you know what I mean? It's another thing to be like, "Man, shit, I'm not making enough, and I'm paying for everything."
Yeah.
If a label is taking care of every fucking thing that you need, like at a certain point, hey, bro, shut the fuck up.
So then I start looking at people's ego and
exactly
and how they're being perceived, because a lot of that is social media too. I've seen conversations like, oh, you're perceived well on social media, or an influencer on TikTok that has a viral video for singing one song and then this label catches them. Kind of like when you're talking about character development. We get one song, the song's ass, and then you never hear from them again. That's because you're choosing these motherfuckers that have viral moments. That's what it is, a viral moment. Yeah. Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? So I think social media plays a big part in that too, because now you're with a label. Now this label wants to drop you because not only did we waste all this money, you're not carrying the same weight that you carried on TikTok.
You remember all the content creators was getting signed out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Or anybody who was lit for any sort of reason, like what's her name? Bad Baby?
Yeah.
That Daniel Bergoli girl, whatever her name is. That's like a perfect example. But that's one that worked out.
Yeah.
In her favor. That doesn't happen most of the time. Yeah, she popping.
She looked great. Now the dish she did with Alabama Barker, I'm not gonna lie, she was breathing. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, she can rap.
Yeah, but she dissed a teenager.
I wasn't talking about OnlyFans.
Yeah. I guess
that's a whole nother.
You put it that way.
Yeah.
Never mind. Take that. Cut it out.
Yeah, you just
bro. That's like her platform.
That's not the platform I'm talking about. Out of all the platforms she was popping.
I know.
Because this nigga nasty. Like,
these niggas on freak timing.
He said OnlyFans. I was like, I wouldn't talk about that, but yeah, sure.
I feel like
that's like 90% of her money.
That's her money. Like,
she making a killing on there.
But she also popping on anything else.
I thought she was putting her music on there. You know what?
No, she wasn't.
Do you know a lot of people don't realize what the real meaning of OnlyFans was for?
Thank you.
DJ Khaled.
Does it matter?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter
DJ
anymore.
But motivational shit on there.
Yeah, but like when I tell folks that, or like, because I was watching something on OnlyFans, it had nothing to do with anything provocative.
It's like a Patreon, basically.
Yeah, and I was talking to, I think, one of my coworkers, and she was like, "You are on OnlyFans?" And I was like, "There's more on there than just naked people showing their parts." Like,
yeah,
it's just stale coochie on there now.
Yeah,
who's the one? I think I remember there being the first announcement of the first like naked girl on there. Like, I recall that happening.
It was a white girl,
and I was like, "This is not what that was for."
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it is.
It's supposed to be like a Discord type. Patreon
it's just like a
type.
private for him.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the dry coochie on all OnlyFans. We appreciate your service to the community. And whatever. And shout out to all the women with links in their bio to OnlyFans and OnlyFans like websites. I hope you get what's coming to you. That may or may not be positive.
Shit's gonna be a paycheck. Where shit going?
And shout out to the bitches that failed.
Damn.
Shout out to the bitches that actually have OnlyFans but failed.
Clip that.
Shout out to the bitches that failed. Honestly, I'm proud of you. I know your daddy. I know your daddy looked at your Instagram page and asked to see what you do for a living, and you had that link. He looked at it and then he asked you about it. And unfortunately, you still living in that same 1-bedroom apartment with, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool.
Oh my
we have hope. We have hope in you. We have faith in you. You know, we believe in you.
That's exactly why I won't do that, because I am
Shout out to the Kida Lounge.
What my daddy was.
That's where we at.
He just linked you.